September 5th of 2021. You had 15 saves on 18 shots in a 3-2 overtime loss. I really liked watching your video here. Some key points about your game that I really like. You're very square whenever the shot's being released as the puck's moving throughout the zone. I do like your movement. I think you do a good job staying square to pucks. Because you're square, your rebound control is quite good. You're not creating any extra work for yourself, which is, as a goalie, a really, really key piece to having that winning formula. We don't want extra work. I love your compete level. And I also, it's not really talked about too often, but I really like your body language. Something scouts, coaches always look at. And, whether or not you make a big save or you let in a goal, on actually the second goal you let in this game, it goes off your D-man. And I know a lot of goalies feel frustration when that happens, but you do a really good job of not showing your frustration towards him. You have a good routine, and that's something that everyone's always looking at. So want to commend you on that. A couple things we can look to work on before we get started here with the video. I think your post work could improve a little bit. There's only a few instances where you're actually moving from post to post in this video clip. But a couple of times it just looks a little bit uncomfortable still. Could add some speed and add a little bit more accuracy when you're hitting your post, when you're going to the reverse VH, when you're going post to post, just in and out. Something that in today's game needs to be very dialed in, and everybody can work on that one. Another piece is just consistency in your movement. Sometimes you're a little bit slow, a little bit, I just like to see you a little bit stronger, a little bit faster, a little bit more consistency in your movement. There's a couple plays where you fly across the crease and you hit your spot and you're perfect. And there's a little bit, or a few times where maybe you're a little bit slow getting to your spots, and at this level and the level you're going to try to go to next and beyond, the faster we can get to our spots, the better. So something to work on there as well. Okay, so here we go. First clip here. As the play's entering the zone, something I really like to have with my goalies is awareness of the 3 stages of making a save. So the first one is shot preparation. The second one is actually making the save. The third one is recovery, to hit your spot and then create time for step 1 to start on over again with your shot preparation. So as the puck's entering the zone here, I like your positioning, maybe a little bit deep, but the puck comes to the middle here, nice little shuffle. You end up sliding to follow the puck there. I think if we're a little bit more aggressive there, we won't be having to lunge. Right now I feel like you might be looking to make up some of that ground with that push. So a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more of a rotation back to your post. I think that'd be perfect. This point shot here comes through. We're tracking it off the wall. We know it's going to go to the other side. And that's a situation where that post work might be a little bit crispier if we just keep working on that. But back to your feet here. Oh, next clip. So as the puck's on the wall here, it's sometimes easy to fall asleep, but I use that as a really great time to gain awareness of the ice. So that's, again, our shot preparation. Obviously, they're all on one side of the ice here, but I'd love to see a couple more head checks. That way, when the puck moves low to high, there's not a delay between our movement, getting set on the shooter, and then being ready for that puck as it's coming through. That being said, really good track through a couple of bodies in front there, right into your body. Control the rebound, like I said before, is a strong suit in this game. No extra work. Really good job. All right. So again, we're on our post here. I like that you're patient and staying on your feet. That's huge. And then a nice step out here to that shot. Looks like you get a shoulder on it. Look at yourself here. You're nice and big. A little bit of a step. Not a ton of time to get that depth. But first you have your angle, your square. If you have enough time to get the depth, that comes second. So great job getting square there. Throwing up a shoulder. Really big time save. Okay. So this is something where, again, we can work on our foot speed and get ourselves set up a little bit more quickly here. So the puck goes low to high. I'd love for you to take a big T-push out to the top of the crease as that puck comes up, instead of just kind of elevating in your stance. Take a nice big stride out. I know your D-man's there, but nonetheless, take a stride out. I like the high stance. And then when this puck goes D to D, instead of having this kind of curved back C-cut approach, let's try to have a big, strong T-push across where we set our feet, we hit our spot. And that way, when the puck gets to this guy, we have depth, we're on our angle. You are quite square, but you're quite deep. So when that shot comes through, we have to reach for it. If we're at the top of the crease here, that we don't have to reach, we can just be square, have active hands, active stick, get a piece of that, send it to the corner. That being said, a good reaction, a good rotation, and a good recovery back to your post. That's what we like to see. We're back in the shot preparation phase now, so we should be taking a couple of head checks now that the guy's not in a shooting position here. Scanning the ice to see where the threats are on the ice. You do one there, I think, which is good. Okay. So again, our shot preparation here, even though our team has the puck, we should still be aware of where the threats are on the ice in case it's not a clean exit, in which case this is not. So I like that you take your stride out there. Could follow it out a little bit more so it's less of a quick oh crap moment, like we turned the puck over and it's coming back at me. That being said, good positioning, good stick save. I love that. Good rebound control. Nicely done. This is a little bit more what I was talking about. A nice T-push out, set your feet. Puck comes across. See in your movement here how you kind of backwards shuffle. I'm just going to slow the clip down here a little bit. So this kind of shuffle to the middle, I like the T-push. As it comes across, you lose depth as it comes over, and then you take another stride out right there. So you lose depth, and then you have your momentum carrying you forward. In the position here, especially in zone play, it's very easy to get caught deep, and we feel like we have to make up with our depth, right? So for me, it's about having an economy of movement. So what that means is you have as few movements as possible to get to your spot that you want to be in to make the save. So think about this as the amount of steps that you take to get square for a shot. In this situation, you're taking 3 steps. You're rotating, you're shuffling. So rotating is step 1, shuffle back is step 2, and then slightly coming forward and not setting is your step 3. Instead of just a nice rotation into T-push and hit your edge, takes all those 3 steps, makes it 1. That being said, it moves. I don't mind the shuffle here for this pass across. You're nice and square. Your D-man fronts it. That being said, you follow it through. You make the save with an active stick as well. Good crease management there. Puck low to high. Would love you to get a nice T-push out to the top of the crease there. That being said, deflection here. This was your best save of the game, I think. Really, really good play. I'll play it all the way through here quick. That's awesome. So we'll go back, we'll slow it down. You're set on on the top of the crease here. A little bit deep again, but nonetheless, great tracking. Turns from a shot into a shot pass with this guy coming. So you see that. You change your angle here. You move into it, but then it's broken up here. So I love that you stay on your feet. You stay square with a nice shuffle here, and then you push into that puck. The big body, good hands, and you just soak it in. That's really nice. Good job. A little slow on your T-push over here. Again, let's sharpen that up, get that quick speed. But then over here, you fly across. So I want to see this movement every single time you move. See, it's a little slow. This one, boom. That was your best movement piece of the game. I want you to move like that no matter where the puck is on the ice. Even though this is a grade A scoring opportunity as the puck's coming across the middle, You know that and you can feel it, so you move quick, but we should move that fast at all times. Good job. Okay, again with the post work here, just continue to work on it. It's something that it can be uncomfortable at times, but making sure that we have our balance, we still feel quick while maintaining a good seal and playing big. It's something that takes a long time to practice, but continue to work on that because that can be a huge advantage. Good job getting your feet though and making a nice blocker save. Would like to see, even though the puck's coming out of the zone, would like to see a little bit of urgency in that recovery there. Nonetheless, it's out of the zone. No harm done. Big stride out to the top of the crease. Nice active hands. Even with traffic here, you're tracking that puck all the way in. You're still big through the body. You find the lane. Good job. Good push into the puck there. Okay, so here's a goal against here. Obviously, it's a breakaway. I do like your initial starting position. I think that's a good depth for you. However, we don't quite have enough backwards momentum. So if you think about on a breakaway, our goal is to match the speed of the shooter with our backwards drift. So now on second thought, I think you might want to be a stride out further when the puck is crossing here. You see it's a breakaway. I'd like you to be a little further and then have a little bit more momentum. And once that move is made, let's stay patient and then force him to that side. So you see how there's a bit of a gap here. I'd love you to have that toe coming back to the post with a nice push. I like that your glove is presenting big, but we are a stride behind just because I think we're a little bit flat-footed. So again, our shot preparation, let's be a little bit more alert early on, a little bit more aggressive, and then use that momentum matching the speed of the shooter to carry you back to your post no matter which direction he goes. Okay. So a pretty sporadic grade A chance here as the puck squeaks to the middle and this big guy winds up for a quick little one-timer. But I like your alertness, you're aggressive, you're aware of it. If you got a piece of that, it's a great save. Kind of hard to tell in the video though. Good little crease management there. Some pressure on. No harm in a cover. It's good. Good depth. Good squareness again. Nice. One thing about your post work that I do like is you're extremely patient on your feet. I think a lot of goalies would automatically drop down to a reverse here, and that this high shot might be a threat. But you've got great patience on your feet. You make that shoulder save, and then you're on it quick with the cover. So that's very nice. Okay, so this is the goal I was talking about with the good body language. So obviously 2-on-1 break here. Your D-man lunges, looks like it hits him in the toe and just squeaks short side. So you're obviously reading that play, that pass across. A lot of times on these plays too, initially you like to communicate with the defenseman, saying I've got shot. You know, it's a little bit easier for us to take the shot versus the pass. So I think the D-man's trying to prevent that pass. As he lunges, you know, this guy is obviously showing that he's going to make the pass instead. I think you make that read, but just try to stay with the puck. We don't want to get too far ahead of it on this play. We can trust our feet that we can get across and make that save if need be, but primarily we always want to lock that strong side of the net first. So obviously a tricky bounce. You never can anticipate those going in like that. But that being said, gets past you, but this is what I really like is your body language. You're not going after the guy. You're not slamming your stick or putting your head up to the ceiling or throwing your hands in the air. You have the same routine. You take your skate to the corner and reset. And that's something that, again, a lot of coaches will appreciate in a goaltender, and a lot of players too. We're back at it though. No time to dwell on the goals. Good positioning here, good depth, quick shot. Takes a bit of another weird bounce off your D-man, but you track it all the way through, control it right into the corner. Nice little digger from the guy at the blue line there, nonetheless. Okay, look, I think this is the OT play. Again, oh man, tricky situation. And I watched this back in slow motion a couple of times, and he shoots it far side through this mass of bodies here. So obviously we can't even see you here. I think it finds a way through maybe the D-man's legs or something. With that momentum kind of pushing you backwards, that's a very difficult save. That being said, I like your positioning here. You hold your edges. You're nice and patient, which is nice. You're pretty big through the body. You've got good hand positioning, honestly. And then it looks like he shoots it into the bodies, and it just finds a way in there. So again, sometimes you get some bounces and sometimes you don't. That easily could have missed the net or hit the bodies or hit you. The longer we can stay on our edges like you do here, that's awesome. You maintain your depth, which is great. Just trying to follow the puck as you see him shoot into the bodies. Like we can maybe slide in here. But that being said, I don't know how it kind of gets through this mass. So obviously unfortunate in overtime to have that, but that's the way the game goes every once in a while. Again, you're not looking at your teammates throwing your hands up in the air. Take it like a man, and that's the ebb and flow of the game.